I'm Emily Mashak, and you're listening to Tuned Into NoCo. I'm talking today with Mary Scott and Nick Dunagan, the co-founders of Health for Heroes, Mike Griffith of the Rotary Club of Fort Collins Breakfast, and Major Diggs Brown, the founder of Veterans Plaza, about Memorial Day events going on in Fort Collins. So thank you all for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Now, before we get into the event, I want to learn about each of you. Major Diggs, what inspired you to found Veterans Plaza?
Well, my name really is Diggs. A lot of people go, that's a nickname. No, that's my real name, Diggs Brown. I did 34 years, served 34 years in the Army Special Forces. That's active duty, Guard, and Reserve. I was on the Fort Collins City Council and used to be a financial advisor in my civilian world and do a little bit of acting now, film and commercials. But the Veterans Plaza came about, golly, it was 2007 when I was on council. And there was a young Marine who was killed in Fallujah by the name of Nick Walsh. And they were having his funeral at the church across from my office. And I thought I should attend as being a city council member and also in the military. And it struck me as I was sitting in the congregation, the number of people in uniform there, including myself. And the thought was, what about the people who have served and are still alive? How are we going to recognize them? Because Nick will be listed at the memorial, and we need a way to recognize service to the nation. And that's where the idea for Veterans Plaza came about. And for the people who don't know where it is, it's at the very west end of Horsetooth Road in Fort Collins in Spring Canyon Community Park.
Well, thank you, Major Diggs. I know our community appreciates the plaza. And now, how about you, Mike? Tell me about the Rotary Club of Fort Collins Breakfast.
Well, thank you. I've been a member there for about 13 years, past president, been chairman of several of the committees, community service being one. Rotary is a little different organization because we are able to use funds that we collect through fundraisers locally. We have a district that has a process to build on those funds, and then we have Rotary International that we can then take projects to even further build on the funding available, so that we might be able to put $1,000 from our Rotary Club into a project, and by the time we go through our district and go through Rotary International, we might have a project funding of over $30,000 or $40,000.
Well, thank you, Mike. I'm so excited to hear about how the Rotary Club of Fort Collins Breakfast is involved in these Memorial Day events. And now, welcome back, Mary, and nice to meet you, Nick, from Health for Heroes. Tell me, how is Health for Heroes doing?
Health for Heroes is doing wonderfully. We are out the gates. We hit the ground running March 1st. Of this year, we were up to about 27 members. We are increasing the amount of programs that we're offering. Currently, we have 3 programs that we offer. One of our most popular events right now is the Hike and Hangout. We also have a weekly run group. And then on Tuesday mornings, we're also doing a sunrise nature walk. So we have those 3 programs right now, and we have obviously a lot more that we're trying to get to. Retreats being absolutely one of them. One of the aspects of what we offer besides hikes and run groups and things like that is our service provider network. So essentially, as a veteran or first responder, you can become a member of Health for Heroes, which is totally free. That gives you access to come to our events and all types of great things we want to put on for you and your families. But it also gives you access to be able to go directly to the service providers that we have in our network and access their services at a really big discount. So we're addressing the affordability aspect of why people aren't taking more control of their health. We do understand that affordable access is one of those kind of key factors there. By having these businesses step up in a really big way, and say, we're here to support veterans and first responders in our community, and we're going to do it this way through a partnership with Health for Heroes, offering big discounts to the veterans and first responders in the area. That way they can take command of their health, come in, access these services, and really go on to live that higher quality of life that we're trying to put on for folks. So currently we have 4 service providers in our network. We're looking for more. We're always adding more. We have CrossFit DNR in Fort Collins, which is a long-standing supporter. We have CrossFit Bullies here in Greeley. We have Cycle Bar Fort Collins, which we're really excited to have on, as well as Glen Fertility and Wellness. So they're offering acupuncture and cupping services to our members. So those are just a few of the things that we have currently in the works, and we're always looking to build and add more. But really, we're just trying to provide opportunities for veterans and first responders to take command of their health, right? So we want folks to be really trying to work to improve their health and well-being.
I'm so glad to hear that things are going well for Health for Heroes. And now we have a lot of Memorial Day events to get to. I know there will be the traveling Vietnam Wall at the Veterans Plaza. Can you tell me more about that, Major Diggs?
This will be the third time we brought in the largest traveling Vietnam Wall, and it's always very well received. It's just a very, very emotional event. I can't tell you. So we're bringing it back this year, and it should arrive at the Plaza around 3 to 4 in the afternoon, and then Thursday morning on the 27th at 7 o'clock, we'll start setting up the wall, and volunteers are more than welcome to come out and help. And also starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, we will begin reading the 58,230 names on the wall, which will be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day, and will end on Monday, Memorial Day the 31st, noon. On Sunday the 30th is when we'll have our official ceremony. Now, I really hope people can come out for that. We'll have a Huey helicopter fly over. We'll be adding soils from battlefields of Vietnam to our Victory Garden. Robert Weidman, who was 6 years a POW at the Hanoi Hilton, will be our keynote speaker. And there'll be probably 25 to 30 different veterans organizations there helping us out. It's going to be a tremendous event. Bring your Kleenexes.
Well, that sounds absolutely beautiful. And now, Mike, tell me, how is the Rotary Club of Fort Collins Breakfast involved?
This year, our Rotary Club wanted to do something to help heal from our terrible 2020. With our COVID lockdowns, with our fires, with all the things that happened in 2020, we looked for a way to find the ability to honor our veterans, living or deceased, to honor our first responders, and to be able to honor a person's personal hero, whoever that might be. We finally came up with what we called our Field of Honor, where we will post 500 flags in a field right as you enter into Spring Canyon Park. As a process, we will have medallions that people can purchase for $50, and on that medallion they can put their hero. Those medallions will go on the flags, and they will fly during the Memorial Day weekend on the flags in the Field of Honor. At the end of the event, which will be on the 31st, we'll start taking the field down about 2 o'clock. People can take their medallions, and we will keep the flags so that we can do this next year. Part of the funds, most of the funds, the majority of the funds that will be raised from the Field of Honor will go to Health for Heroes. The balance will go to our Rotary Foundation, where we can then use those funds for local community projects. So it'll start, we'll set the field up on the 27th. It'll fly 24/7 for the entire weekend, and then we'll take it down on the 31st at 2 o'clock.
These types of fundraisers, being put on by the Rotary, with us being one of the beneficiaries, really will help us start to really get our feet under us and really start to put some programs on the map and some things that we think that the veterans and first responders in this area will really benefit from.
That sounds fantastic. And now, Mary, I know Health for Heroes will be at these events, and you've been to these events before. Tell me, what is the experience at these events like?
Having known Diggs a little bit and working with Veterans Plaza as a volunteer for a handful of years, I had the pleasure of attending the memorial events when the traveling wall came in last time. And I was really moved by it. I was moved by the feeling outside with the different people who came. There was that very reverent, sacred feeling of a lot of Vietnam veterans and their families who would go up to the wall and immediately the emotion would come. And then they would come visit the Veterans Plaza info booth where I was working, and they often would break down. The breakdown, I think, to me, probably meant many different things to people, but what I got from it was almost feeling that sense of relief that they and their loved ones were being honored. It was just amazing. And then I know Nick and I both just wanted to thank Mike and Rotary for selecting us and being patient as we are launching, and we have so much on the horizon that any funding is just a gift. And that will make a lot of things possible for us.
Absolutely.
Well, I know this event will be a beautiful experience for many, and I'm so glad that it is able to benefit an amazing organization like Health for Heroes. What else do listeners need to know about all these events?
On Monday, the Colorado Run starts at the Veterans Plaza. They're going to have a 10K, which runs up by Horsetooth, and also Ruck March for anybody who's feeling like they want to carry a load and walk around the lake. So there's a little bit of something for everybody there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, I can't stress enough to bring your Kleenexes, because when this wall comes in, holy cow, the emotions, you can feel it in the air. And as Mary said, these Vietnam veterans come back and they remember their friends, they remember the good times and the bad times. And when it's all said and done, when it's over, the mementos are left at the wall. They'll just rip your heart out. It's a tearjerker. I'm tearing up just thinking about it right now. It's really something that people need to see, especially the younger people who really don't have an understanding of what that war was about and the sacrifice that these veterans put forward. So 7 to 7 every day, the names will be read. Sunday, there'll be the ceremony noon until 1:30. Band will play for a couple hours, flyover of Hueys. And then Monday, we were taking the wall down. Volunteers are always welcome to help out and join us.
How about you, Mike? What would you like to add?
If you want to find a way to say thanks, this is a great way to do it. You can go online. The website is rotaryfcbreakfast.org. You can order your medallion online, and it's yours to keep at the end of the event. It will fly on the flags. We plan to have on Memorial Day around noontime, a bagpiper will come to the Field of Honor, and we'll walk through the Field of Honor playing bagpipe music. So it's a special event, and it's a way to say thank you to those who have served.
And how about you, Nick?
Thanks to these guys. Thanks to the city of Fort Collins and the community here in northern Colorado for supporting our mission. We look forward to putting on many events and providing many opportunities for veterans and first responders to take command of their health. It takes support just like this, and including the radio station here. Emily, thank you so much for your guys' support and help in helping us spread awareness, because without this, people wouldn't know. So I'm just thankful and grateful for everyone's support, and we look forward to making everyone proud here in this next year.
And I'd just like to add, for all the Vietnam veterans, welcome home. Welcome home, brothers.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Again, that was Mary Scott, the co-founder of Health for Heroes, Nick Dunagan, the co-founder and CEO and president of Health for Heroes, Mike Griffith, the board chairman of the Rotary Club of Fort Collins Breakfast, and Major Diggs Brown, founder of Veterans Plaza, talking about all of the Memorial Day events going on at Spring Canyon Park in Fort Collins. You can learn more about Health for Heroes at healthforheroes.org. Find more information about the Veterans Plaza at veteransplazanoco.org, and learn more about the Fort Collins Breakfast Rotary Club at rotaryfcbreakfast.org. Find more information about these events on our station apps or at townsquarenoco.com.